Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is Kinjiro Jinkoto, and I am back for another excellent lesson. This one is going to be far removed from what I have done in the past and the present, in the way that this presentation of this lesson is going to be both for the beginner, the intermediate, as well as the advanced, and even the professional musician. Because I am going to cover concepts and details that are integral to the progress of all the above that I just listed in the aforementioned. So, we are going to jump right into this lesson, and this one will be entitled How to Play Guitar Professionally, Intermediately, and as a beginner as well. The subtitle is How to Be a Great Guitarist. How to be a great guitarist. Intermediately, professionally, and at the beginning level. So, the first thing I want to reveal and uncover in detail is the fact that, as you can see, I am using a flying V guitar. Most people, it seems readily apparent, cannot play a flying V. They try to sit with the guitar like as if it's a Strat or a Les Paul with a curvature that will go right on your leg. No. Incorrect. As you can see, as I lift my knee up, I'm a left-handed player. Here's my left hand. Here's my left leg. The guitar will fit perfectly right here. And do you know what is phenomenal about that? If you watch classical guitar players, this is what they do. They put the guitar on the opposite leg. And then their thumb, right, as you can see, is in the back of the guitar, right? Correctly placed, as you can see. You see that? My thumb is directly in the back of the guitar. So, those of you that play with the Les Pauls and the Strats on the side of your picking hand, which for you would be with your right hand and your right leg, that is incorrect. It makes it very difficult to reach notes. It is incorrect hand placement. Alright? What you want to do is put it between your legs. And that is the great thing about the Master Randy Rhoads and Flying V guitars. As you may well know, those of you that are familiar with the Master Randy Rhoads, he was a classical guitarist predominantly. And I truly believe that's why he was very adept and very cognizant of the fact that a Flying V was the most designated, perfect guitar in terms of playing. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now. Alright? So, first and foremost, I want to talk very briefly about my amp and my setting. Or settings, I should say, plural. Again, I am using the Boss Katana, the MK2. It is the 50-watt Boss Katana. My gain is all the way up. My channel is on the lead channel. All right. The bass is probably at about, I want to say 40% up. The mids are about 40% up. The treble is all the way up. And my delay and reverb are at about 45%. And the master volume is at about, I'd say 50 to maybe 53%. And then the volume on the amp itself, with regard to all the effects and everything, that is all the way up. All right? And this is the Agile Flying V, A-G-I-L-E. All right, I got this used from a buddy of mine. And so, one of the first things I want to demonstrate to you and for you is the fact that with the delay and the reverb and the gain, this is predominantly one of the best settings you could possibly have without a bunch of foot pedals. And I'm going to demonstrate that for you right now so you can hear for yourself what that enables you to be able to do in terms of these digital effects that are automatically in the Boss Katana. And then I'm going to start slowing down some of the material that I'm doing to explain a lot of these techniques to you. All right? So here we go. So that should give you more than ample example as to why those effects are very paramount in terms of neoclassical metal, and let's not forget, in terms of trying to emulate Chris Oliva from Sabotage. All right, so. Now, for all of those of you out there, because I've gotten some complaints that I'm left-handed, and when I play this V, it is upside down, and there have been right-handed guitar players that have messaged me and have sent comments indicating, we can't play like that, you can't be teaching like that, we cannot understand that, etc., etc., etc. Well, that is just simply not true. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that forth right now as to why that is not true, all right? So number one, as you can see, like where the dot is right here, towards the top of the neck, that is the 3rd fret. This is the 5th fret. This is the 7th fret. This is the 9th fret. This is the 12th fret. Everything after the 12th fret repeats. Notice these two blank ones right here are these two blank ones right here. This fret right here, which is fret 15, all the notes on fret 15 are identical to the notes that are on fret 3. All of what is here on the 17th fret is identical to what is on the 5th fret. And then on the 19th fret right here. This is identical to what is on the 7th fret right here. And then we have the 20th fret. And that's all what's right here on the 9th fret. Alright? So, give you an example. This note is this note. This note is this note. This note is this note. And this note is this note. And as you can see, this has 24 frets. So everything on the 12th fret is what's right here on the 24th fret. Alright? Now, let's talk about some techniques. Number one, if you take a look at my picking, I am never going to really be like strumming. Alright, we don't want wide range motions. We want very concise and economic picking. We want what Bruce Lee talks about in his art and philosophy of JKD or Jeet Kune Do, which is economy of motion. Alright? So we want to move a very minimal amount to get the most out of our picking, basically, is what that means. Alright? So for example, right? See what I mean? I'm simply alternate picking. And that tone, how I'm getting that, is I'm using the palm of my hand to put over the bridge right here. I'm resting it on the bridge. That is palm muting. All right, very important. And that was all on the B string. So I'm going from 9 to 10, back to 9, back to 10, to 7, and then to 6, right? And then back to 7, see? Vibrato, which is bend it up and release it back to its natural position. Okay, very quickly. And that first note is a slide. I'm sliding up from 6 to 7. And that's a hammer-on pull-off. Pull off and do the same thing on the G string from 7 to 6. Alright? Now, here is why that is so vital. Techniques like that, okay? Check it out. Predominantly 10, 9, 7. And then what I did is went to 6 on the G and then slid down on the G string to the 2nd fret. So or we could slide down right from the 7th fret. And then from the 2nd fret on the G string, going to the B string on the 3rd fret, the B string on the 5th fret, and the B string on the 6th fret. To speed things up a little bit. So now I'm using legato. So right after just simply sliding and then hammering on and pulling off. So what I did predominantly right there is from the 2nd fret to the 5th fret, and then hammered on with my ring finger onto the 7th fret. So 2, 5, 7 on the G. All right? Between the 5th, the 7th, and the 8th fret. All right? So hopefully you guys can see all that. Again, it's I'm sliding up from so again, to explain it now, on the D string from the 5th fret to the 7th fret to the 8th fret. back to the 7th fret, then to the 9th fret, then to the 10th fret, then to the 12th fret, then to the 14th fret to the 15th fret, all right? And that was from the 10th to the 9th to the 7th, and the same on the A string. So D and A string. Now to the 8th fret, or I'm sorry, the 6th fret, and then back to the 7th. So now let me show you what that's like with my volume all the way up. All right. So you can notice there's some of the similarities of what Satriani does with that too. All right, and to give you a more pronounced example of that, all right. Practicing on one single string. All right, because look what you can do. I'm only on the D string right now. string, the D, and the G on the 9th fret. So I hit the A string on the 7th, and then I bar the D and the G on the 9th. Just like a chord. Play with feeling, all right? It can't just be scales up and down the neck all the time like a lot of the shred guys do. To me, the best type of shredding is very quick spurts here and there, sporadically, not consistently, and again, never underestimate the power of using one string and climbing up in that way. And what I mean by that is what Chris Oliva from Sabotage would do. For example, he used to do a lot of that. All right? So again, much slower. Once again. So yeah, he did that a lot. the volume and play a little softer so you guys can discern a little bit more clearly some of these notes, right? With all the volume up, okay? That's just legato. Hammering on and pulling off from 17, 19, and 20 on the high E. All right. Now let's do something that's going to be a lot more slowly done, with more vibrato, more bends, and more feeling, okay? can see from these examples with these effects what you can do and how great you can sound. Alright? Now I'm going to put my toggle switch onto the neck pickup, more like what Yngwie does, so I can show you a little bit more shred kind of stuff in the neoclassical vein. Alright? I think that'll do it for this one. I'm going to start moving away from trying to explain to you guys every single little jot and tittle that I'm doing, fret, string, and so forth. I'm just going to try to slow things down for you guys to watch what I'm doing and hear what I'm doing. Okay? And hopefully you guys will absorb that, listen to it, use your ears, okay? Listen very intently, very closely, and try also to come up with your own melodies using these concepts and techniques. That's what I am striving to get you to do throughout all of my lessons, and predominantly this one. All right? You guys take care. Have a great one. I hope you absorbed a lot of great information out of this one that will help you to progress to become a great guitarist. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until I see you next time, keep jamming. Practice. Practice, practice. What else can I say? Thank you very much. Have a good one, everyone. Good night.